Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Lori, and we are California Corporate Fitness, the #1 corporate run team and fitness resource.
And our goal is to have you feel better, get stronger, decrease stress, increase energy, and lead a healthier life.
Let's get started. Do and don'ts for every runner. Don't skip your warm-up and do a dynamic stretch routine. Dynamic stretches are controlled body movements that improve your range of motion, increase your heart rate, increase your body temperature, and prepares you for running. Dynamic stretches are really important and helps prevent injury. I like to do a routine that starts from bottom to top. I just do a nice easy rock, heel to toe, and ankle circles. I can either lift my foot or I leave it planted if that's easier. So at the beginning of your dynamic stretch routine, you really don't have great balance, but as your body temperature raises and you warm out, actually your balance improves. So bring that knee up. These are called stir the pot. It's one of my favorites, especially for runners. Helps loosen up that knee. Other side, 4 or 5 directions in each side. You want to open up those hips. Big hip circles in each direction. Good. And now that back, some spinal rotations. Make sure you pivot on your toe to protect that back. Go right into side flexion, side to side. Sometimes you don't even know you're stiff. You start doing these and you'll immediately feel better. Bring your hands together and open up that chest. If you've been sitting all day, you probably have a really tight chest, hunching your shoulders forward. And then finally, backstroke. So it's a really simple stretch routine you can do for any workout. I also like to do some running specific stretches, and I have 5 of my favorites. I do all 5 of the stretches, about 5 reps for each stretch. The first one is called the tabletop stretch. It opens up those hips. You want to grab your shin and your ankle, find your balance, pull up for a couple seconds. Each side, find your balance, pull up. Our second stretch is a standing hamstring stretch, that muscle behind your leg. So you want to come into a staggered stance, bend that back knee, come up on the toe on your front leg, take your hands, look forward, push your butt back and scoot. Controlled movement, you don't want to hold that stretch for too long. Good. Our third stretch is a standing knee hug. This activates your glute muscles and your hamstring. So you're going to take your knee, pull it towards your chest, come up on your toe for just a second. Other side, pull your knee towards your chest and come up on your toe. 5 on each side. Good. Our fourth stretch is a quad pull. This is really good, especially if your knees feel a little achy. Probably your quad muscles in the front of your leg are tight. So you want to gently grab your ankle. I like to grab my ankle rather than my shoe. Point my knee down and push my knee down. You'll feel that nice stretch. Grab your ankle, point your knee down, pull that knee down. And finally, a standing glute kickback. This activates that posterior chain down the back of your body. Put your hands on your hips, lift your knee like a flamingo, hinge forward and kick back. Other side, lift your knee like a flamingo, hinge forward and kick back. Okay, do 5 reps on each side of those 5 stretches before your run. You're going to feel better before, during, and after your workout. Thank you. If you have any questions, let us know. We're California Corporate Fitness, your pathway to a better life.